Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're gonna continue working on part 8 of this house build. Let's get started. So in the last video, we were able to edit the stairs. One thing that I want to change is we put grass on this area, but now I want to add in some stones on the side or something concrete. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to edit this. So edit boundary, and then after that we're just going to add this line right about here and also right about here. And then after this we can start doing the second floor. So I'm gonna put SL, split element, TR to trim, and then click finish. And then again we're going to add another floor. So this is floor number 1, which is the grass, and then we're going to add in another flooring there. So go back to architecture, click on floor, and this will be floor number 8. So we're gonna edit type, duplicate, and this will be 9, and then just change the material. We're going to just put concrete for now, but once we're in Twinmotion, we're gonna change that. Click apply, OK, and then OK. And then now let's add in a rectangle right about here and around the swimming pool. Click on finish, and then we're good. Now we can click on second floor, and then here in second floor, as you can see, our underlay is off. You will need to go to properties on the left side right here, and then just change the range base level to level or first floor. Once you do, you will be able to see your layout like this. And now we can start adding the floors, the walls. So we're gonna click on exterior wall number 1, and as you can see, you are able to click on the objects below. If you can't, you might have to uncheck this one, select underlay elements. So as you can see, if you cannot select this, probably you need to check this one. So now that you can select that, you can use CS or create similar under modify, which is right here. Now we're gonna start in by going to B1, and then this one is going to the roof. So B1 going to, so we're going to copy this one, but after around 300, or make it 500, we're going to come across all the way right here, and then going back to this intersection, and then going around here. And then you will need to go up to D4, going across D3, and from here we're going across again, and then I'm gonna set up a dimension for you, which is 1650. So type in 1650 from this wall as your reference, and then after that you will need to come here with a wall, and then after that we'll need to go Press escape again. After this, what I want you to do is stretch this one for the grid line E. Once you stretch it, what I want you to do is just copy the ones below that so that everything is uniform and we don't need to worry about anything else. And then again, select exterior wall number 1, CS, and I want you to just conform with the level 1. And the good thing about this is we're just basically manipulating some of the walls like this. So not all of them, but at least you can see that we're manipulating some of them. And I just want to keep on pushing the ones that we don't so that it's easier for everyone to follow. So like I said, A1, B1, and then 500 going down all across here, going back to the grid line B, and then closing it off to B4, going down up to E4, going across here, which we have a wall below, and then just following that. And then following up to B1 again. So now that we have our layout on our second floor, now we can turn on and off the underlay if we want to, because as you can see, we can select and then type in CS or create similar. So we can basically use whatever that we already add, and then we could just use this. But for now, we can turn this off so that we'll be able to see everything clearly. So here you just need to put it to none, and then everything will disappear. And then from here, we're just going to add in the walls first. And then after that, we could just add in some of the things that we already added, just like I said. So now, click on exterior wall number 1, CS, and here, just look for interior wall. And then from there, we're going to add a wall right here. And then going across right here. And then we're going to break that later on. Here as well. Going across right here. So there's a bedroom here, another bedroom here, here, and then here. Now, this one, we could go push this one all the way to the stairs. And then we're going to wrap around a wall right here. So we're going to use interior wall. And then we're going to click it from here. And then closing it off like that. So TR to trim and extend. So now everything is covered. We can then add in some here. We will have our hallway here or our corridor, whatever you want to call that. I'm just going to add in a wall right here so that we could measure how far we need to go. So I'm gonna put this one to 1350. So now it went backwards like that. So that's fine. And then also we're going to add a wall right here. So I'm just going to add it now and then measure what we need to use for there. So another 1350 as well. So from this wall, 1350. So it will push back like that. So we're good. And then here, what you could do is we could just push it back all the way right here. And then we're going to add a wall continuing right here. Around 2600 will be good enough for another washroom here, and then close it off like that. What I want you to do is add in a wall right here to close it off. And then here, we're gonna push this back a bit and then adding a wall in between here. So we could just put 675 each so that we could add it right here. Pull it back a little bit so that we could add in a wall and then some doors. So it needs to be like that. This one should be around around 1050 would be good. Or should be, let's put it to 1200 so that we have some space. And then now it looks like everything is good from here, except we should just add in a wall onto this area. So CS, and this one should be around 1500. And then we're going to add in a pocket here. So most of the time I just add this one first. And then here, this one should be around 1450. And the depth should be around 1350. And then SL, split element, and then TR, trim and extend. And then this one, you just need to pull back. And then now we could add in a wall right here to close this off. We'll have our shower right here, and then toilet, and then vanity right here. And then we could access the closet. It's either on this side, or we could provide a pocket door here so that they can access this here. So now that we have this one, what I'm going to do is turn on the underlay again. So first floor, and then from here I'm going to select the door because I want to add the same door. So I'm thinking 700. So I'm going to add the door right here, another door here, here, and then obviously we need to add doors onto this side. Make sure to press space bar in order to change the orientation. And then we have something here as well. And then we could add in the toilets. So I'm going to add the toilet. I'm going to put this toilet right here. Also, we have somewhere here, this will be a shower, and then we have a toilet right about here, and then we have vanity here. So I'm just adding some toilet, and then let's use the same vanity. Spacebar to add. Spacebar right here to add as well. and then right here. And then we could just add in the detailed line so that we could show a top there. And then after that, we could add this one. This is the side table because we're going to add in the bed. And then from here, we could add in the rest later on. So I'm basically just thinking ahead. We're gonna place some desks right about here. So I'm going to use this one for the desk table. We're also having a desk right here. And then we'll have somewhere here as well. And then obviously we're gonna close this off because we're going to add in some closet. So now I think I already added all the stuff that I need to add. We can now basically turn this off again and then changing it to none. And then from here, let's add or let's extend this one so that we have some storage right here. So we added those ones. We're going to add this one as well, right about here. Around 600 will be good enough as well. And then we have a walk-in closet here and also a walk-in closet here. We could add a door or a pocket door so that we could maximize the space. I don't know if we have a pocket door. So it's only a sliding door right here. So we could use that now. CS. We can make this one bigger by using 1800. So I'll just use the 1800 in all of them. And then from here, we could just edit those ones. Let's add in the bed. So load family, go back to the main, furniture, and then beds. And then I use this one, bed box, press open, and then CM, and then change it to queen. So we're going to add a queen size bed right about here. And then right about here as well. And we could just add a queen here. We have enough space. And also right here. And then now we could just keep on adding this. I'm just going to keep on copying this. So now I'll click on copy or CO and then add it. I know there's a lot of room, so we could just nudge it later on. Okay, looks like I added all of them. And then here we need an annotate, detailed line, and then thin line is good enough just to represent the table. And then here we could have in a table as well. And then we're just nudging it right there. And then let's insert the pocket door so that we could add in the information for the storage or the walk-in closet. Go back to door, residential, and then we have pocket doors. So right here, press OK, and then let's just add all of them. Yes, and then here you need to go here under architecture and then DR. So add pocket doors right here. We could just nudge it, and then I think it's too big for this size. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna edit this, duplicate. Let's change this one to 1200, and then now the width 1200 as well. And then this one is just perfect for this size. I'm gonna use this one as well, 1200 for that. Now that we use pocket door, once we add the detailed lines like this, we could use a C shape. So it's a big deal that you'll be able to add in shelvings around, not like just an L shape. And then after that, let's add in another annotation, detailed line, and then use the demolish line so that we'll have a dash line like this. And let's not forget to add 2 lines inside our closet to represent those. Here as well. And in terms of our shower, what I could do is I'm going to push this one more right here on this side so that we could increase, or we could have a proper shower size right here. So it's just an alternative. We could still have a C shape right here. And then now I'm just going to add in a dimension so that once we load the shower, so click on your tab in order for you to be able to select the inner side of the wall, like that, and then like that. And then right here as well, inner side of the wall. This is 1350. So we have 2 kinds right here as well. We need to measure this one, DI, and then for the depth, we're just going to measure it from here. I'm gonna base it from here so that we know. So probably around 1000 is good enough. So we're gonna move it a little bit. So now let's go to insert again, load family, go back to the main, and then go to plumbing, architecture, fixture, and then shower. And then here we're gonna load the shower, CM, add in the shower right here. So we added the shower. We're gonna create 3 different kinds. So duplicate, shower 1, and then just have the, so 1000, and then I think the other one is around 1200. I'm just going to press OK first. Now it's 1225. So we could just add it again. 1225. Click apply and then OK. And then you're good with this one. Then now the next one, CS. Put it the corner right here. We need 1350 and we need to change the depth. So here 1350, and then the width, let's change this one to 800. And that's perfect. We can delete the dimension. And then now CS, this one, let's add it from the corner right here, 1810. So here 1810. That's okay. And then for the width, you could change this one to 900. We have enough room to add that. And then here, use thin line to add the vanity top. And then right here as well, vanity top. We could just move this one in the center like so. And then here, as you can see, I forgot to change. So I'm just going to undo that. I forgot to duplicate it, so it keeps on changing. So here, CS, edit type, duplicate, shower number 2, 1350, and then 800. This one is 1810. And that one, edit type, duplicate, shower number 3, 1810, and then I want this one to be 900. Move this one a bit on the side, select the thin line, and then add in the top for the lines, and then here just adding it else. Let's add this one as well. We can push this one back and then add the same line. And then the same line right here. So now this one looks good. I'm happy with what we did here. So thank you for watching, and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.